Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Ephraim.
Hi, I'm Danielle.
So we are Ephraim and Danny. So we got a little video for y'all today. Today we are going to be talking about, as you've seen in the topic, some life lessons. So we're going to be talking about things that happened to us when we were little that taught us a valuable lesson.
Yeah.
Things that we experienced, things that happened to us. And we're going to be talking about 3 things each. So, if you watched my last video that I did, I was telling you guys that we retired the Fantastic Triplets name. So we just now Ephraim and Danny. So thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video because we're going to be talking about some life lessons. So, are you guys ready to get into the video? Okay, so the first life lesson that I learned is being in the wrong relationship. It taught me a lot of stuff. So what it taught me is that you don't have to settle down with someone who doesn't love you and respect you for who you are.
That's key.
That's why my last relationship didn't work. She didn't want me for who I am, and she kept trying to change me, and I wasn't going for that. But overall, it taught me if they don't want you for you, they're not the one.
Right.
I mean, very disrespectful. Like, you can't change anybody.
If they're trying to change you, that's a no. They want you for who you are and what you can offer.
That's the biggest lesson that it taught me. Like, stand your ground and don't let nobody change you. You change because you want to, but if you change for the wrong reason, it won't be genuine. It won't be authentic.
So, one of my life lessons that I've kind of learned is managing money. I have a thing about spending money.
Yeah.
But I don't do it excessively. I really don't. I'm not that bad at it. But I do like to spend money. And so sometimes I have to step back and say, oh, no, you can't do that. I don't know. I think a lot of us did not learn how to manage money, especially in school or by our parents. I never learned how to manage money. I learned how to do a checkbook, probably in college. But even now, I don't use a checkbook. I either use cash on my card or whatever. But yeah, a lot of us didn't learn how to do that. So a lot of us are just spending, not saving. And then when something comes up, then you're like, oh no, what do I do? So my life lesson is to be able to take a step back, learn how to save, put some money aside, either into account or into a box or whatever works for you. And make sure that you pay your bills up first, and then whatever money you have left you can play with. That's just what I've learned.
Yeah, that's why we put this thing in place where when it comes to making big purchases, we don't do it without each other's consent.
Right.
Can't do that.
Right. It's not because of, oh, he's controlling or she's controlling. That's just smart.
And that's how it's set for us.
Right.
So I don't make any big purchases without consulting with her,
Right.
and vice versa.
Right.
Most of the time, I'll be like, no,
Right.
it's not important enough.
Right.
But sometimes I'll be like, yeah, if it
Doesn't hit our
benefits
pockets.
us,
Right.
if it benefits us in the future.
Right. Or hit our pockets where we're like, dang, we're not gonna have anything left. Then, you know.
Yeah, I took a class in high school called independent living. So I'm very well with money. I'm very well with managing money. I actually took a class in high school, one of our electives. That was a really good class too.
I think a lot of us, older generation or newer generation, should learn that in school. I don't know that they even have that type of class in high school or middle school now, but I think they should have it. So a lot of people know how to manage money, how to save.
So another life lesson that I've learned
What's that?
is learning how to say no.
No.
Sometimes, man, you just gotta say no.
You have to.
And I'm not saying say no because just be mean or just be evil.
Right.
I'm saying sometimes you gotta say no for a particular reason.
Right. And what is that reason?
Because people will take advantage of you. People will take advantage of your kindness. And yes, it happened to me on numerous occasions. So that's why I've learned how to say no.
Yep.
No, you can't borrow my car. No. I mean, people are, I'm not saying people are evil.
Right.
But when people get too comfortable of
Thank you.
asking you for stuff, they're gonna keep doing it because they know you're going to say yes.
Yep.
And you gotta learn not to be a pushover.
Yep.
That taught me a very valuable lesson.
Yep.
Like, I put so much stuff aside for others where I almost forgot what I wanted to do in life.
Right.
I almost forgot what I wanted to become because all I knew how to do was say yes. But sometimes, guys, gotta learn how to say no. And like I said, not because you have to be mean, you gotta be evil.
Right.
I mean, if you truly need to help somebody, yes, help them.
Right.
But I'm just saying, don't say yes to everything and you know in your heart you're being taken advantage of.
Right.
People don't have the heart to say no.
Yeah.
I didn't have the heart to say no. Sometimes I still don't have the heart to say no.
Yeah.
But now when I know to say no, I'm going to say no.
Yep. Yep.
Not to be mean. It's because I know you're taking advantage of me.
Yep.
And that's not going to happen. I'm going to call you out.
Yep. Yep. That's the best lesson that you can learn. Like, seriously.
Gotta learn how to say no.
Not to be mean, not to be rude, but you just sometimes have to just learn how to say no. Okay, so my second life lesson is going to be having self-esteem.
That's a big one.
It's a very big one. Because when I was younger, I truly did not have the self-esteem I needed. I truly looked at myself as this person who I did not like. But then as I got older and learned how to love myself and love my body and for who I was, I'm gradually learning that. I still have some hiccups here and there, but I'm learning how to deal with who I am with my personality and my body. Who I am is how God made me. You know, it's important for women to have self-confidence in themselves and self-esteem in themselves and loving themselves. You have to kind of do that first before you can love anybody else.
That's right. I believe I played a helping hand.
He did.
Because when I first met her, she didn't have any confidence. And she wasn't okay with her physical appearance. I had to reassure her, you're a creation of God. You are beautiful. Embrace that. We might not be the tallest.
Right.
We might not be the most beautiful, the most handsome.
Model, none of that.
None of that. Well, you gotta love your body and love you. For sure.
Yes, if women are watching this, seriously, get your mind right and start loving yourself. Love yourself for who you are first.
Because if you don't grasp that, then you'll get caught into what other people think about you.
Right, expectations of who they want you to be.
And you'll fall victim to the enemy because
Exactly.
you'll be so low. You'll just feel you're worthless.
Right.
You'll feel not beautiful. You'll feel don't nobody want you. I ain't gonna never be this beautiful person. When in reality, beauty is within, and you're already beautiful. You just don't know it.
Right. And you also got to remember that it takes time. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm still working on that myself and learning how to look at myself as this beautiful person. Seriously.
I tell
takes
her,
time.
I tell her all the time, look, number one, I'll never let you alter your body. You're not altering your body. You're not getting no breast reduction. You're not getting no Brazilian butt lifts. You're not doing none of that stuff. Love your body.
Yeah.
And I tell her, I love your body. That's
And
that's
all
what
that
matters.
Yep.
Like she have a husband. She don't got to worry about it. She have a husband that loves her body for what it is.
Yep. And if you're with a guy and he doesn't love you for who you are, for your personality, for your body, for who you are, then you need to let him go.
Yeah. I love my white body.
You need to let him go.
Like, I love her body, and she know it, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, my last thing. It's gonna be hard for me to talk about, but this is more like a tragic event.
Yep.
You know, growing up around abusive people. When I was younger, I was abused. I was abused in any way possible. But it did teach me some things.
What did it teach you?
It taught me that you don't have to be hard all the time. Sometimes it's okay to let your guard down when it comes to people. I had a fighting problem when I was younger because I was abused. I used to get into fights. I had a really, really bad temper. And if you was to meet me right now, you wouldn't think that I used to be like that. I hated people. I hated men. I used to hate authority figures. But it taught me that, I guess, not everybody's evil in this world. Not everybody's out to get you. I'm going to say that again. Not everybody out to get you, and it's okay to let your guard down. Honestly, I have my wife to thank, because if I wouldn't have met her, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for my wife. But being abused as a youngster also taught me that it's okay to let people in. And here's what I mean by that. It's okay to let people get close to you. It's okay to let people know how you feel, what you think. Because when I was little, if I did any of that, something bad would happen to me. I couldn't say, I don't think you should do that, or it's over. I couldn't do that. So as I got older, I never did it. But my wife taught me, hey, it's okay to let people know how you feel about things. I always thought, man, you're not finna get too close to me. I had a problem with that. You wasn't finna get that close to me. But all because of the life lesson that was taught to me when I was little. And like I said, it took my wife to open my eyes to that. And I thought to myself, I wouldn't, if I was to ever be in a relationship, I would never, ever be abusive.
Say that again.
Not only me experiencing being abused, but seeing other people, and even people in my family being abused.
Right.
I saw abusiveness in my life growing up. All my life. I always heard about it. I saw it. So I just thought to myself, I'm gonna break that cycle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break that cycle. You would never ever hear about Ephraim abusing his wife.
Right.
Or you would never hear about Ephraim being abusive period to anybody, because that's not who I am. Yeah, I used to be that way because it happened to me. So I kind of grew up like that a little bit. But I learned not everybody's out to get you. And let your guard down sometimes. You'll be alright.
Okay. My last life lesson is going to be antisocial. Now, believe it or not, I used to be very antisocial. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to be at home in my house up under my mother. And as I got older, I had to learn how to just, it's okay to want to make friends. It's okay to go out there and be friends. It's okay to speak your mind and to show who you truly are. I got jobs where I had to actually speak to people and to help them, and so that kind of helped me pull myself out of that as well. It's okay. I had to learn how to talk to people and to be social, and that's just what my job is. So that was a really good life lesson for me, and so I accumulated some great friends because of that. One moved away, but I'm still friends with her and I stay in contact, and then I have friends that I talk to. So just give people a chance, and to don't shield yourself so much. Open up, talk to people, network. It's okay,
Yeah, she brought up a good point, because certain jobs, like you said, it does require you to be social. It does require you to interact with people. So think about that when you're trying to overcome being antisocial.
Right.
Think about the type of job that you're aiming for, and does that job require you to work with people?
Right.
So that was a life lesson for her. Okay, so those were some of our things that happened, or things that we experienced that taught us life lessons.
Yes.
So if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, like this video, and comment.
Yep. Share it.
Let us know if you guys had any lifelong lessons that you would like to share. But we did this video because maybe people are struggling with the same thing that we used to struggle with.
Yes.
So let me know if you find this video helpful.
Yeah.
So with that being said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And we are going to end this video on a good note and say we love you guys and tune in to the next video. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.